So you're thinking about buying Decred DCR. In this video, I'm going to show you the easiest way of buying Decred. So we're going to go from Pound Sterling into Decred as fewer steps as possible. So over the next few videos, I will show you different ways of doing it, but this one is a direct order. So we are looking at just doing as fewer steps as possible, but you should realize that it's probably going to be a lot more expensive to do it this way than if you were going to do a market order or a limit order. But I'll show you each of those processes just so you understand kind of the difference. But at this stage, we're just going to try and get you into Decred as quickly and as easy as possible. So the next thing we need to understand is how much you will lose if you do it this way. So I predict, and the evidence I'm about to show you suggests that you're going to lose between 3 and 15%. So all of my examples are done based on a £100 investment. So 3% will obviously be you'll lose £3, 15% you'll lose £15. So we're going to try and make that as less a loss as possible. So the pathway for this process. Firstly, you will need to find a swap exchange, which I'll show you a couple in a second. Then you'll need to enter your KYC information. Then you'll need to do the trade. So we're going to go from GBP, which is Pound Sterling, into Decred DCR. And finally, you will need to put it into a wallet. So what will you need for your KYC? And to complete this transaction. So you will need your full name, your date of birth, your address. You'll need a driver's license, a passport, or some kind of national insurance ID. You'll also need your credit card, and then finally you'll need to have a DCR wallet set up. Now if you're using Android or if you're using an iPhone, there is a really nice wallet developed by the Decred team called the Decred wallet, which you can search for. It's made by the Radar Group, and it's fantastic. It's really simple and it's easy to set up. Don't forget to back up your keys. So once you've got all that information ready, we're ready to do the exchange. So the first option that I'm going to show you is the transact.com. Now this one came onto my radar just about a week ago when I was in the Decred forums. So for anyone not involved in the Decred forums, you should definitely get involved. The one that I like is the Decred Discord group, which if you go to the decred.org website, you'll find, and there's loads of great information there. So the one that I found here was transact.com, and it actually does seem to be really reasonable. And in my opinion, based on the two examples, this did work out a lot cheaper. So what do we need to do? We need to look at the current price of a Decred. So there's two ways you can find this out. There's probably more, but the two ways that I use. So I either use CoinMarketCap or I use CoinGecko. Now CoinGecko does tend to give you a more favorable exchange to CoinMarketCap, but either are good. So the one I'm using on the top left hand side here is CoinMarketCap. So when I took these screenshots, the current value was about £12. And if you look just at the bottom here, it tells you exactly how much you should get based on £100. So £100 should get me in the region of 8.333 Decred. So when you come down to the transaction, you can actually see how the exchanges differ. Now these two screenshots were taken within 3 seconds of each other. So it should be fairly close, but you can already see you're almost 0.2 of a Decred down. So it's about 0.1.5 by the looks of it. So just be aware, the first thing that I look at when I'm dealing with this is what's the transaction rate, what's the exchange rate, and then you can start looking at the fees. So I've done a breakdown here for you. So if CoinMarketCap's saying that the exchange rate is £12, and the Transact was saying it was an exchange rate of 12.9, then that's per coin you're losing 9p. So in this particular exchange, you're going to lose 73p over the full expense of this. Then you're going to have some transaction fees, and Transact are really good by showing you exactly how much fees you're going to lose and how they're broken down. So you're going to lose £1 in Transact fees, and then you're going to lose approximately 30p in network fees. And then finally there will be some slippage fees, and that's basically a difference between the exchange rate that they're saying you're going to get here based on the exchange rate that you do get. And one thing I would definitely say to you guys is include the slippage fee. when I've used these systems in the past, I've very rarely got the exchange that I've wanted. So it's always been lower. It's never been higher. It's always been lower. So I would include the slippage rate as standard. So you can see from here, based on your £100 investment, you're going to lose between £2.35 to £3.47, which is it's about 3%. So it's really easy to do, but you are going to lose 3%. So that's £3, obviously. So if you're ready to do that, you can just press the buy button, and Transact walks you through each of the steps. It's really nice and clear. It's really easy, and it's fairly speedy, to be fair. It takes between 1 and 3 minutes. So that's Transact. Fantastic, and the cheapest method of doing it. The other one I want to show you, and one that I actually use quite a lot for my swaps, is Changely. Now, Changely, going from Pound Sterling to Decred, was terrible, and I did this a few times just to make sure that there wasn't something wrong with my system, because the exchange rate was so far off. It was crazy. So CoinMarketCap again, and once again I took all of the screenshots for Transact, Changely, and CoinMarketCap at exactly the same time, within about 3 seconds of each other. So CoinMarketCap was saying £12 and Changely was saying £14.5p. So per coin, that's a loss of £2.5. So the whole transaction for £100, you were losing £14.58, which is an absolutely ridiculous amount. Now, if this was me and I was doing this exchange for the first time, it would put me off buying Decred. And one thing I'm trying to research is, we need to get these exchanges down to less than 1%, really. I think for new users, to lose more than 1% of their investment is absolutely terrible. And as we move forward, I will show you better ways, and we will try and get it down below 1%, just so that it becomes a bit better and you have a bit more faith in the system. So all the transaction fees for Changely are included. They don't give you a breakdown, which I think is a bit of a shame. You can expect a 1.44 slippage, and once again, I've never got the exchange rate that I've been promised. It's always changed. So when it comes down to it, the best you can hope for is a loss of £14.58, but more likely it's going to be closer to £16. So that is a 15% loss in one transaction. So in this, if you're going straight from Pound Sterling to Decred, I would definitely recommend that you do it using the Transact over Changely. That being said, Changely actually does do swaps really nice. If you're going from one cryptocurrency to another, the actual rate is a lot more, it's a bit better. So I hope that was useful. I hope you found that okay. If you liked this video and you want to see more, please like, subscribe. I've got my little donation badge here. If you want to donate a small amount of Decred, you're absolutely welcome to. It's not necessary. Actual fact, I much prefer you guys to give me some feedback, give me some advice. And if you've got any better ways of going direct from Pound Sterling or dollars or euro straight into Decred, it'd be great to hear from you. I'm always looking for better ways of doing this. I believe that consumer investors are the ones that we need to target, the people that are new to the space, and we need to make sure that when they're getting into the space, it's as simple, as easy, and as cost effective as possible. You know, one of the messages for crypto is we say, hey, cryptocurrency is better than banking. Now, if you're a new user to this space and you have to go through what I've just shown you, then you have great reason to believe that that's probably not the case. No, so we need to take that away. You know, we need to say, look, it's just as good, if not better, than banking, and we need to encourage people down this route. But until we get rid of a lot of these charges, obviously we're going to face barriers there. So I hope you find that useful. Give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.